one part of me wanted to go where I saw people digging into the school and where I saw people digging into a home. And the other part of me just said, I just have to get my family. I have to hold them and just know they're okay.
Liam is 7, and he was in Plaza Towers Elementary in 1st grade. All we knew is he was alive.
And we didn't know how.
We didn't
know how he was essentially unscathed.
And then I just heard a hard rain coming. And then I heard hail, and then I peeked out and I saw dirt coming. And some dirt got in my eyes.
My name is Chase Newby.
I'm Elise Newby. We've been married for 7 years. We were married back in May 2006. We have 2 boys, Liam, who is 7. He was 6 at the time of the tornado, and Noah, who is 2. It was about 2:30-ish, and I flipped on the TV, and they said it was a red day, severe weather's probable.
I work as an IT director, and I was clueless about us having inclement weather that day.
I think that was about 2:45. I decided to go ahead and grab everybody. I put our little dog in her kennel. Big dog Lincoln, I had him just in this harness, grabbed our emergency bag, and I grabbed our 2-year-old Noah, and we went down to our neighbor's house into the shelter.
We had lost power at one point there at the office, and I was having to make sure that the servers weren't going to all shut down.
I get everybody down into the shelter and kind of set up camp, and then somebody else jumps in the shelter with us, and I kind of realize there's no way it's coming. And at one point, the man that was kind of manning the door, he looks at us and he goes, "Okay, girls, we're gonna sing."
Power came back on, and at that point, it was already apparent that there was a large tornado doing massive destruction.
And I saw the cloud. I saw the big black thing, mass. I'm thinking it's just the storm front. I'm not thinking that that's the tornado itself coming at us. And then as the girls were singing songs from their music concert the week before, which were like these songs where they list all the states, and I'm crazy anxious, and it was hard. The whole time I am just praying out loud, "Please God, protect the kids. Please God, protect my son." And that's
the whole time while I was trying to get there, I was trying to text, trying to call my wife, trying to find out if they were okay. I couldn't get anything in or out to her.
I started preparing myself for what was gonna come. They opened the door and they just stood there staring out at everything. Our house is on the way up to get to the school, so I was like, I'll go drop the dogs off at the house and go get Liam. Well, I get to the house and there's nothing, there's nowhere to leave them. And when I saw the school, I thought Liam was dead. There is no way he survived that.
When I was at Plaza Towers, I was playing. We cleaned up, and then Mrs. Marinelli went out in the hallway, and then we heard the alarm go off. The sirens go off.
Miss Marinelli, like the other teachers in the hallway, threw themselves over the students remaining.
Somehow she had completely wrapped all 3 of the boys in her body.
In herself. A wall crashed down on them, one of the cinder brick walls, and a bunch of other debris, and then a car came in on that.
All she was worried about was the boys. She had no idea if they were okay, and she was especially worried about Liam because he had been so quiet. She was worried he was really, really injured.
I saw some of his other classmates, and I saw his kindergarten teacher, and then I saw one of the kids moved out of the way and I saw him, and so I just kind of dropped Penny in her kennel and ran up to him and just grabbed him.
We're okay. We're safe. I hope you are too. I love you. All the boys are with me. We are at the house.
Voicemail from my wife came in, and at that point, nothing else mattered. I was just trying to hold it together, and I started making the trek, the walk in. As we got further and further in, everything looked just destroyed and different. I don't care who you are, anybody that was down there was just awed by the devastation.
We were all okay. I mean, everybody was alive. For the moment of finding Liam, I felt like my prayers were answered. Now, other children didn't get that. They weren't saved. But in that moment, I had absolutely God is with me.
It's Mrs. Marinelli, and I visited the Hope Tent today.
I'm a proud Plaza Tower Panther! Yeah!
It's really important to heal where the fear and the brokenness entered your heart.
Okay. I'm filling it with hugs.
But we remember that we're here to celebrate, even though we're all kind of struggling with loss.
Past this big white trailer with a hope on the side of it. I'm like, oh, what's that? Handing us shirts and asking us our story and we'll write it down. Liam and I both kind of write, "Thank you, Miss Marinelli, our hero," and "You rock," and put little hearts all over it and stuff. It was really cool.
Hope is to me is somebody who really needs some love and special family, and when this happens to them as a very difficult time.
It became just a platform for people to come.
It was like an anchor point for people to recover.
I think what I would say is that don't be afraid to just let it all be in God's hands.